Icons are a great way to make reports more user-friendly. They make them easier to use by giving visual cues, and they also make them more aesthetic. There are some icons by default in Power BI, but maybe you look for something else to fit your values or your design better. In this video, we will add custom icons from Figma to a dashboard in 2 different ways, so let's get into it. We have a banking dashboard here showing the customer churn, and there is a table here showing some details of the customers. We could add many different icons, but the idea is to highlight some of the informations which are more important. In this case, for example, I'm interested in whether the customers have a credit card or not. So let's add an icon to this column, select the visual, go to formatting on the visualizations pane, then click cell elements, select the series credit card and enable icons. Here we will add some rules and let's base it on the has credit card column. Make sure that the aggregation is sum, and if the value equals to 0 as a number, then show this icon, this cancel icon, then add the new rule, and if it equals to 1, then show this green checkmark icon. Click OK. Make the column a little bit wider. And it's a good indicator, but it doesn't match the overall design that well. If you look at the other colors, they are more toned down. These are pretty harsh, and also the colors don't really match. That's why I would change them and find some icons which fit better. And for me, the go-to place for this is Figma. You can download this file also from the link in the description. And if you open it on the top, you can see these colors, which are the colors from the dashboard. And in the bottom, you can see already the icons we are going to use. I wanted something which resembles a credit card, and then I actually like the check mark and these cancel icons. So I combine them from different icons. If you want to create it for yourself, in the top left corner, you can click on the menu, then go to plugins, manage plugins, and look for this Iconify plugin. Click on run. And here you have the option to search for different icons, but I prefer to look for icons in icon sets, so the design will be consistent. I like, for example, this Fluent icon set, Fluent UI system icons. Click on this one, and here you can search for credit card. Then I selected the first icon and just dragged it on the screen. And it didn't have a check mark or a cancel icon, so I was looking for that. And I like this one. It has the same layout, so I just copied this one here and then also looked for check mark and copied the first calendar icon with it. Then I edited these icons. If you select this vector here, make sure that you don't select the frame, but this vector within, and press enter, then you can edit it and just remove elements of it. If you press enter again, it closes the editor, and now holding down Alt, you can just drag it on the other icon. I changed the color so we can see what's going on. And by holding down Shift, I resize it. And then I just hide it, and in the other vector, I press enter and remove the clock. Then enable the checkmark vector again, and there you have it. After that, I just selected a color from here in the top. I think it was this one. And then I picked a red and a green color, which matched this color pretty well. But then I decided that I don't want to emphasize this icon that much. And I'm also more interested in the customers, which are not holding a credit card. That's why this part here is more emphasized than the check mark in the other icon. This is blurred out a little bit. And how do we add it to the report? The idea is, if you go back to the Power BI file, is to make them available here in this default icon set. We can only do it by adding them to the theme. Let's go to the folder where the Power BI report is saved. Select the file and copy it. Then change the extension to RAR or zip. And when you open it, you can see these different objects within the report. Go to the folder report, static resources, shared resources, base themes, and this is the underlying theme of the design. Copy it in the folder, and we can rename it to custom icons. This is a JSON file, and to open it, you need either a text editor or some code editor. I recommend you to use either this Notepad or Visual Studio Code. You can just Google them and download them for free. If you use Notepad, you will see the code in one line. And to format it, you will need a plugin. Here on the menu button, go to Plugins, Plugins Admin, and in the available plugins, search for GS Tool. I already have it, so I can't find it anymore, but then just select it and click on Install. Notepad will restart, but then if you open the code again and go to Plugins, now you have this tool available, and here you can just click on Format, and there you have it. If you open it in Visual Studio, you can just right-click somewhere and format the document. I'm going to continue to work here. Navigate to the very end of the code and add the comma after the curly bracket before the last curly bracket. Then go to a new line in quotation marks and type icons, colon, add the curly bracket, and we will add the quotation mark and add the name as credit card true. This is now one icon within all these icons. And we will add the parameters to this icon, colon, curly brackets again, and first we add the description, colon, which will be CC green, as in credit card green, comma, and then we add the URL. And this will be an image code. We will add it also in quotation marks, and we can generate the code in Figma directly. Let's go back to our icons. Here, select the icon with the green check mark, then navigate to the plugins again, manage plugins, and search for the plugin export to SVG, and select this export SVG to URI plugin. Run it. And when you select some element, it's going to show a code for this object. Make sure that the output is data, URI is simple. These are the default settings, and this is perfect for us. We just have to copy the code, click on copy, go back to Visual Studio, and paste it between the quotation marks. Then we can save it. I just press Ctrl S, and we can see how it looks like in Power BI. Let's go back to the report. And here in the view on the menu button, I'm going to browse for themes and find the custom icons theme and open it. You will receive a message if it was successful. Then go to icons again. And now if you go to this check mark, you see that this new icon is available. Let's select it, click OK. And now we will do the same for the red icon. Go back to the Visual Studio. I'm going to copy this entire part, the icon name with the attributes, and just place it here below it. Make sure that there is a comma between them. And this one is going to be has credit card false. And the name is going to be CC red. This has credit card false is the name within this code. And this description will be the displayed name in Power BI. Then go to Figma. Here select the red icon. And if you close the plugin, just open it again. Copy the code. And copy it back in Visual Studio, replacing the code in the second icon. And press Ctrl S to save it, and we will import the theme again in Power BI. Again, go to View on the menu button, browse for themes, and import the theme. Then go to Icons and replace the red icon as well. And this looks good, but in this case, the text might not even be necessary. The icons are kind of self-explanatory. So if you go back to the icons, we can change the icon layout to icon only. Then if you go to specific columns here on the formatting pane, then select serious credit card. We can also change the alignment as we want. For example, center aligned. What we can't change is the image size. So an icon is going to have always the same size, no matter how large the icon is. We have in the formatting pane this image size option, but it doesn't affect the icon. If you want to have larger icons or just show the icons only, you can also create them with a measure. Let's create a new measure. Let's call it has CR card icons equals, we are going to use the switch function. If the sum has CR card equals 0, then return the red icon. We prepare it for copying the code later. And if it equals 1, return the green icon. And now we can just copy the image code here from Figma. I copy the red code and paste it in the measure in Power BI. Then do the same for the green icon and then press enter. Let's add the measure in the table, putting it next to the other icon. And it only shows the code, but not the image. And this is because we have to change the data category of the measure. If the measure is selected and the menu ribbon on the top, you can change the data category to image URL. And you already see that they have a size difference, and we can also make them even larger. Depending on the size we have for the icons here in Figma, for example, it has a dimension 42 by 36. That's the top limit, so to say. Go to formatting, image size, and the height is going to be 36 and the width 42. In specific columns, we can also change the alignment. Find whatever works for you best. If you want to show icons with a value or a text, or you want to show an icon with different KPIs, then add it to the theme. But if you only need the icons or you want them in different sizes, then create a measure. Here's another example where I created these status labels. If you want to see how it's done, watch this video.